So Richelle,
So Tim.
what's going on?
Not much.
So I understand you had one of my customers yesterday.
Oh God.
Tell me about him, Richelle.
He was the worst guy that has ever sat down in my chair. He was the biggest asshole that I've ever dealt with in here. Plain and simple. He sits down in the chair. First he calls to see if you were here, and I told him that you were in LA at the Playboy Mansion party having a good old time. He's like, well, I really have to get my hair cut tonight. And I was like, well, come in and let one of the girls, you know, we'll hook it up. And so he comes in, and you can tell he's just mad. He's like, sits down in the waiting chairs, and he's just like texting, just all pissed off. So I get him, and I sit him down, I cape him up, and I'm like, so what can I do for you? He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, I just know you're gonna, I know you're gonna fuck my hair up. I know you're gonna fuck my hair up. And I was like,
That's gotta be encouraging.
Well, I've been cutting hair for fucking 20 years, so I don't think so. And he was like, well, Tim's the only one that hasn't fucked my hair up. And he just kept saying, dropping the F-bomb over and over and over. And so he goes, just go around my ears and clean up the neck. And I was like, all right, I'll go around the ears and clean up the neck. Is your neckline rounded, square, taper? What do you do? I don't know. Can't you tell? I'm like, no, it's kind of grown out and fuzzy. You know, and he's like, just square it. So I squared it, and he complained how much he hated Florida and told me where his home was in New York. Go figure.
You guys aren't dating now.
Oh, God, no. God, no. I need something much nicer and honestly much hotter than that. He was,
So I could ask you.
he thought he was hot. He was one of those guys that you know, thinks that, you know,
Seriously, question. Did he take care of the tip? Or
he actually stiffed me.
100% stiff.
100% stiff me. I charged him $5 for the edge because I just went around the ears and the neck. That's all I did. I didn't touch anything. He gave me a $20 bill. I gave him $15 and change, and he mumbled something and walked out the door. And as soon as he walked out, I was like, what? That's the biggest asshole that I think I've ever dealt with. I was like, man, it's even my birthday and you're going to be a jerk to me? You can't be like, yo, tip.
Tipping is not just a city in China.
Yeah, right? You know, honestly, they're getting like $30 and $50 haircuts in this place for $5 and $8. Yeah, you know, I've worked in high-class salons where I was getting $50 for a haircut. So I know my shit's good. I've been doing it for 20 years. I know I'm good. Yeah. And they can't even give me a couple dollar tip.
So, who's on the chopping block this week?
The chopping block?
The chopping block.
I think Vanessa might be on the chopping block 2 days in a row. No call, no show.
No return phone calls.
I mean, you know, no return phone calls. You know, we put up with a lot of shit, girls. But that's something that we're not going to put up with. I mean, you know, hey, we all understand stuff happens, you know, if you just call us, which everybody's usually good. If you don't call, 2 days in a row.
Or return
3 days. You know the old saying, 3 strikes, you're out.
You're the bad cop. I'll be good cop.
No, I want to be the good cop. I'm much cuter.
Good cop, bad cop. It's easy for me to be the bad guy.